Alright, y'all, I am back. I was telling y'all a little bit about my experience a few months ago and shortly a little while ago and most recently. But the phone kept ringing and I just thought, well, I'll just turn this into a two-parter. So, anyway, yeah, so like I said, about 5, 6 months ago, that happened, and it's almost as if, like I said, before all that, I never felt like a presence or heard any noises or anything at all that led me to believe that something was going on or something was taking place. And when I said that, I had my hands on the glass piece for the Ouija board, and I told my mother about it. She said, well, you can look at it one of two ways. It could be like something is present, letting you know, or it could be your granddaddy saying in some way, I'm here. I'm there, And I kind of like to think that. It gives you comfort. It makes you feel good to think that, that's true and that's so. I know he's here with me. I know that. I know that I was actually very fortunate actually to have my daddy's parents, my mama's parents. Well, her parents divorced when she was a child, and they both each remarried. So I had my daddy's parents, her daddy and his wife, and then her mama and her husband. And then I had my mother's grandparents, which were my great grandparents, and they were even still living when my oldest daughter was a little girl. So I have to say I was very, very fortunate to have them all. And now I have living my mother's daddy and his wife and my mother's mother. And but yeah, it gives you comfort to think that the ones that have passed, they're still with you, and I believe that they are in some way. So anyway, yeah, the thing I experienced was the trash can lid, which is actually impossible to fall. Like I said, it kind of locks down in place, and it just flies across the kitchen floor. And like I said, my kitchen is sort of a large kitchen, and it just flew across the floor. It wasn't just like falling down beside it. No, no, ma'am. But and then, like I said, it happened again after that. Freaks me out again, and it happened actually a worse encounter thing that happened. It completely flies across the other end of the kitchen. So I'm like, wow. Now, the funny thing is, the only thing, and also the noise I hear at night, at the same time, every night. But it's funny because I've not seen, heard, or felt like there's anything else in this house except the kitchen. I did not do my Ouija board in the kitchen. I was nowhere near the kitchen. But I mean, I was close enough to where when we heard that trash can lid fall, we could look up and look over and we see it. But it's a ways from the kitchen. So yeah, it was just a very strange thing that happened, because I could not help feeling that the fact of it was it didn't happen any time before. I've been here for almost 2 years. It didn't happen before then. It didn't happen a minute before we took our fingers off. It happened precisely at that moment that we took our hands off the glass. And anyhow, it was just scary. But I've got a couple other stories I could tell you about that I will save for another time. But I've just continued to hear things in the kitchen. Why the kitchen? I don't know. But and also I have now, when I was 15, I would say 15 to 22. I got married when I was 22, and I moved out the day I got married. But in between those years, the house I lived in North Carolina and Cove City. Very, 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 very small town. And anybody that knows that town knows to say, if you blink, you miss it. So very small town. And then the house I lived in, I know for a fact that that house had something in it. And I could tell you about that too. I'll give it another time. But anyway, I lately have been, I can be in my bedroom or the bathroom, and it's as if, you know, you don't have to see somebody or whatever to feel that somebody's there. You know, somebody could walk up behind you and you don't hear them, but you sense that they're there. You know what I mean? And I get that feeling a lot, especially when I'm alone. And during the daytime, from about 8 o'clock on to about 3, I'm on my own. I'm alone. So, yes, there are so many times I feel like almost like a light foot's, like, I don't hear anything really. I just get that feeling. And you know what I'm talking about. You know, you feel like somebody's in the other room, or you get that sense like, oh, whoa, somebody's in there. Like I said, you don't really hear it. You get that sense or that feeling enough to make you think, wait a minute. And I'm getting chills right now. Yes, that somebody is there. And it scares me so bad because I am very easily scared. I'm almost 34, and there were times when I would visit home in North Carolina that I would want to get up and go run and jump in the bed with my mommy and my daddy. But embarrassing. So anyway, I could rant on and on and on and on and on for you, but that would be boring and make me a loser. But anyway, yeah, I have other stories I want to tell you about, and they're really cool. My mama also had a creepy experience. Well, actually, it wasn't creepy. She actually thought it was my sister's guardian angel at a very bad time. But anyway, I'm going to let you go now. Actually, I'm thinking about shortly or in a couple hours or so do another quiz. I know nobody looked at the first one, and if they did, they didn't leave a comment. But please, if you see my videos, please leave me a comment, because I'll tell you, when I see that somebody's left me a comment, I get so incredibly excited that I freak out. Ask my family, I freak out if somebody leaves me a comment. I've been doing this for a while, and mainly the main reason I do it is because it's fun. I love to do this. I get excited every day. Even when I was reading a bunch of those Junie B books, I would get so excited. And one day I was sick. I had been like all night, and I still wanted to do my video, but I'd really like to do it. It's so much fun, and to me, even if nobody's leaving me comments, and even if nobody sees them, I love to do it. Maybe 2 years from now, I could look back at this and there are comments. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you all about that. To me, it was fun, and I don't know, I just liked telling it. So anyway, if I see or hear or experience anything else like that, I'll let you know. And I actually saw a video of somebody that I used to know years ago, and you know who you are. Hey, but anyway, I will see you later.